Take me for a ride, boy. Show me your wild side. I should probably do like voice warm ups, vocal exercises before this because apparently clearing your throat is not good or healthy for your trachea. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Indiana, and I'm back. So, as you can see, I am quite enthusiastic. I was already reaching before I introduced myself, but I have today a red wine, a Malbec 2020 vintage, and I want to give you the evidence. Um, it's over halfway done. And I was like, you know what? After that last bottle, because that's how I tasted them off camera. After that, okay, so I included a mic and I have to be conscious of the mic now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about, oh yeah. So after the previous wine, the one I really wasn't too fond of, I went overboard on this one because there was nothing like remarkable or too significant about this wine. One, because it's still a rather young wine. It's a young vintage. Or, again, in the wine communities, they don't call anything under 2 years being corked and bottled a vintage, per se. Anyway, but for it to be a rather young vintage and a Malbec, which is like, I'm trying to figure out words to describe this to more non-wine or infrequent wine drinkers. Malbec, when you drink it, is not as heady as some wine drinkers would say. And how I understand something being heady is like pretty much with any other alcohol. Like when you imbibe the alcohol, it doesn't rush to your face. Like you're not red in the face type of thing. You're not getting any type of headaches. You're not feeling like a waterhead. And it's more of a subdued feeling over the body versus rushing to your head. Again, this is how I understand being what heady means in wine terminology. Now, the color is where we're going to go before I talk y'all to death. It's very deep and I love it. It's very deep in color. It's almost an actual purple, if you will. I'd say like a deep burgundy, more purple type of color. And the smell, it's I want to taste it already. Like, I really like this. The smell is um, more deeper red berries, and also like chocolate. I smell a little bit of chocolate in there. And I could go on with the smell if I try a little more, but I'm eager to get tasting. So let's do it. Okay. So when I first opened it and had like the first two glasses, it had a slight cough syrupy taste, as in, flavor, not necessarily it being thick and syrupy like cough syrup, but that slight medicine-y taste. And okay, hear me out, y'all. For me personally, that's not a taste that's a deterrent. Okay, I grew up liking the taste of cough syrup. You know, a lot of my friends would say they didn't like grape candy because grape candy tasted like medicine to them, and I actually like grape flavored candy. So this makes sense. Okay, that I would like wine and wine that tastes like cough syrup. So like you don't have to judge me. All right, now let's get to the part about me liking this wine more than I expected. Oh, check this out. So the tannins, it has a long finish as far as the body in your mouth, but the tannins, they're like a medium. You know, like the legs don't show up immediately, and they move kind of slow, if you will. I might have to wait for that. Yeah, I might have to wait for that. But the night that I drank it, I forgot what I was doing, quite honestly. Here we go. You see the tannins, the legs, rather. Let's see if we can get. But it's like medium to short legs. Talking about when I don't remember when I was sipping it. I just remember when I was sipping it that I couldn't stop pouring. I will pour half a glass at a time. Not like half of this actual bowl, but like so instead of like 5 ounces, 2.5 ounces is what I'm saying. And I would go back and pour some more after I finished that one. And then after that, I just go ahead and like pour some more. And then I poured some on. Before I knew it, I was almost done, baby girl. So I was like, you know what? I definitely want to sample this for Wine All You Want. So like, let me put this down. And quite honestly, what I did was why I ended up drinking more of the other wine is because I had some of the other wine, didn't like it after like the whole half a glass. So I went to this one. And then because I was trying to salvage this one for the purposes of, entertainment and education, I was like, I'm going to just go ahead and sip on that some more. And it didn't work. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. Done drinking for the night. Anyways, yeah, it was a lot of wine. I was I was about drunk. Anyways, okay, I said the body, long finish, legs. We got, nose. We did a sample. What? Oh, a reason to display, share, or, actually have this. I would say this is a good if you're into this type of thing, but this is a good um I want to invite you over type of wine, okay? It's not overwhelming on the taste buds. It has a slightly acquired taste, but you can make up for that kind of cough syrupy taste. What I mean by acquired taste is saying, this is an authentic wine. I mean, come on, it's a Malbec. Malbec is automatically, classy, elegant, sexy, and intimate and sensual. You know what I mean? It's automatically going to be alluring because it's a Malbec. So you can guess this all you want to, and you would not be lying. I know I ain't. Now, I don't want to go ahead and like just drown myself with this wine. So I'm going to close out. I had a little bit more to say. I mentioned in my previous sample video, okay, I'm touching stuff, moving stuff, shaking stuff. I might have to do a few more adjustments, but as you notice, I got some different decor. The magnolia vines, if you will, baby. And then I got the tray and a doily. And I think that it's simple, but it adds a good little, little chic look to it versus just all that black. You know what I mean? Not that anything is wrong with the all black. I actually like the all black, hence why I did it. But, I felt like something was missing every time I would watch my play black. playbacks and went shopping at like Five Below, and I saw these, and I was like, "Ooh, it's not quite like Ivy, but why not?" And I got it, and then at the thrift store, I saw this, and I got it. And honestly, I've had the mics for a while. I've just never used them, so now I'm finally using them. And I tested them, and the test run went well. Hopefully, when I do the render and the playback and all that, it's Gucci. It's copacetic, and it fits well over this audio. Also, so in an attempt to get these out more consistently, like I was before, y'all will probably catch me in more of my pajamas than you will catch me in like regular clothes, only simply because I do a lot. I work a lot, and usually most of the time at the end of the night, at the end of the day, that's when I have the most time to think about what I want to do, how I want to do it, and what have you, and I can get it done that way. So, yeah, you're definitely going to get me in more of my lenceria, my lingerie. I can't think of anything right now, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back again next time. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you like Malbec wines, if you've ever tried this. Do you like Malbecs, one as a vintage or non-vintage? And do you like wine in general as a vintage or non-vintage? I prefer vintage. Oh my God, I remember a while ago, 10, 12, maybe even longer, years ago, I was hanging with some girlfriends I used to work with at a restaurant. And the older lady is the one that put it together. And she had a brother who had wine that was decades, years old, like 10, 20, 30 years old. And she gifted us, each of us, a bottle of wine on our way out. And the wine that she gave me was a red wine. It was a red blend, if I'm not mistaken, but um it was my birth year. And when I tell you that wine was delicious, oh my God, I drank the entire bottle myself. I did. And this was 10, 12, 13 years ago, like I said. Okay? When I tell you I love me a good vintage wine, I love me a good vintage wine. Now, your non-vintage, they can be cute now. I guess I'll say they have to be a Malbec or something else. I'll figure it out because, again, usually I try more vintage wines. My personal palate is not into non-vintage wines. I feel like non-vintage wines there's too much separation in the taste of the alcohol and then the taste of the juice. I like that blend, that cascade that kind of punch through in the glass. Okay, so like I said, I was going to close this out. So comment, like I said, the questions. Do you like vintage or non-vintage wines? And if you like Malbec or not. Share if you are a Malbec goddess, or you know a Malbec goddess, or you want to introduce someone to some Malbec, introduce them to this, show them. This is something I got at Walmart, so you could probably pick it up at a grocery store too. Also, like, dislike, I don't know, do something, okay? Let me know you were here. That's what that will do. Leave it a like or dislike will just let me know you were here. And follow me on my social media platforms. I have Instagram. I'm about to get into TikTok, I think. I'm going to get into TikTok. I do more scrolling than actual performing. Eventually, I'll get there. At Indiana Giordani. That's INDIANA GIORDANI. And until next time, cheers.